As my lips touch Arden's, I feel a sharp intake of breath. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I can't stop. Arden's mouth tastes just like I had imagined. I can taste the faint hint of mint on his tongue as he opens his mouth and kisses me. Really kisses me. His warm tongue runs along mine, and I can feel the cold metal of his lip ring on the corner of my mouth. My entire body feels like it's been ignited. I have never felt this before. He brings his hand to my face, cupping my flushed cheeks, before both of his hands go to my hips. He pulls back a little and plants a small kiss on my lips. Tess, he breathes and brings his mouth back to mine, his tongue sliding in once more. My mind is no longer in charge. The sensation has taken over every fiber of me. Harden pulls me by my hips closer to him as he lays back, never breaking the kiss. Unsure of what to do with my hands, I put them against his chest as I climb onto his torso. His skin is hot and his chest is moving up and down from his rapid breathing. He pulls his mouth away from mine, and I whimper at the loss of contact. Before I can complain, his mouth moves to my neck. I feel every swipe and lick his tongue makes. The feeling is incredible. He grabs hold of my hair to keep my head just above his as he continues to kiss my neck. His teeth graze my collarbone and I moan. The feeling shoots down my whole body as he gently sucks on my skin. I would be embarrassed if I wasn't so intoxicated by Harden and the alcohol. I have never kissed anyone like this, not even Noah. Noah. Harden, stop. I didn't recognize my voice. It's low and husky, and my mouth is incredibly dry. He doesn't stop. Harden, I say again, my voice clearer, and he lets go of my hair. I look into his eyes. They are much darker, yet softer, and his lips are deeper pink and swollen from kissing me. We can't, I say, even though I really want to keep kissing him. I know I can't. The softness of his eyes disappears within seconds, and he pulls himself up, knocking me off of him and onto the other side of the bed. What just happened? I'm sorry, are the only words I can think of. My heart feels like it will explode any second. Sorry for what? He says and walks over to his dresser. He pulls out a black t-shirt and pulls it over his head. My eyes go down to his boxers again, and they are noticeably tighter in the front. I flush and look away. For stopping, or for kissing him, I am not sure. If I actually am, so I don't want to apologize for that. He seems uninterested. Okay. Or for kissing you. I don't know why I did that, I tell him, avoiding eye contact. It was just a kiss. People kiss all the time. His words hurt my feelings for some reason. Not that I care if he didn't feel what I did. What did I feel? I don't know, actually. I know I don't actually like him. I'm just drunk and he's attractive. It has been a long night and alcohol made me kiss him, somewhere in the back of my mind. I fight down the thoughts of how much I wanted it to happen again. He was just being so nice, that's why. We cannot make a big deal. Can we not make a big deal of it then? I ask. I would be humiliated if he told anyone. This isn't me. I don't get drunk and cheat on my boyfriend at a party. Trust me, I don't want anyone to know about this either. Now stop talking about it, he snaps. Now, you're back to yourself, I see. My tone, harsh. I was never anyone else. Don't think because you kissed me, basically against my will, we have some sort of bond now. Ouch, against his will. I can still feel the way his hand gripped in my hair, the way he pulled me on top of him, and the way his lips formed. Tess, before kissing me again. You could have stopped me, I say, and stand up. Hardly, he scoffs, and I feel like crying again. He makes me too emotional. I am humiliated and hurt by the way he is basically saying I forced him to kiss me. I bury my head in my hands and head for the door. You can stay in here tonight since you have nowhere else to go, he says quietly, and I shake my head. I don't want to be anywhere near him. This is all part of his little game. He will offer me to stay in his room, so I think he is a decent person. Then he will probably catch the room on fire or cut all my hair off when I'm asleep. No thanks, I say, and walk out of his room. When I reach the stairs, I think I hear him call my name, but I keep going. The cool breeze feels wonderful against my skin. I sit on the familiar stone wall and turn my phone back on. It's almost 4 a.m. I should be waking up in an hour to get an early shower and start studying. But instead, I'm sitting on this broken stone wall, alone and in the dark. I read through the text messages from Noah and my mother. Of course he told her. I can't even be upset with him. I just cheated on him. I type in the address of my dorm building into the navigation on my phone and start to walk. The streets are dark and quiet once I get away from the frat block. The other frat houses aren't as big as Arden's. There are so many things I don't understand about Arden. Why is he in a does he go from hot to cold so quickly? I don't know why I even bothered to waste my time thinking about him. After tonight, I am beyond done trying to be friendly with him. I can't believe I kissed him. That was the biggest possible mistake I could have made. And the second I let my guard down around him, he attacked. Worse than ever. I am not stupid enough to trust that he won't tell anyone, but I hope his embarrassment of kissing me will keep him quiet. I will deny it until the grave if anyone finds out. After an hour and a half of walking, I finally reached the campus. I stop at the coffee shop and grab a cup. I might as well stay awake. I need to come up with a good explanation for my mother and Noah for my behavior tonight. Not the kissing, they will never know about that, but that I was at a party. Again, I really need to have a talk with Noah about telling my mom things. I am an adult now, and she doesn't need to know what I am doing all the time. My legs and feet hurt by the time I reach my dorm, and I sigh in relief as I turn the knob. You got to be kidding me, I scream at the sight of Hardin sitting on my bed. Where were you? He asked calmly. I drove around trying to find you for almost 2 hours. What? Why the hell would you be looking for me? I asked in disbelief. Why didn't he just offer to take me home earlier? More importantly, why didn't I ask him to as soon as I found out he hadn't been drinking? Oh, that's right, because there was no way he would have done anything nice for me. Because I don't think it's a good idea for you to be walking around at night alone. I laugh at his words. He furrows his brows, frowning at me, and I laugh harder. Get out, Hardin, I say in between laughs. I am not laughing because I find this funny. I am laughing because I am too trained to do anything else. He looks at me and runs his hands through his hair. In the little time that I have known him, this frustrating man that is Hardin Scott, I have learned that he does that when he is either stressed or uncomfortable. I hope it's both right now. Teresa, I am. He's cut off by pounding on the door. Teresa Young, you open this door. It's my mother. Oh my God, Hardin, get in the closet. I whisper and grab his arm, yanking him off the bed. I am not hiding in the closet. You're 18, he says, and I know he is right, but he doesn't know my mother. I groan in frustration, and she pounds again. I check the mirror wiping under my eyes and grab my toothpaste, spearing a little on my tongue to conceal the smell of vodka. When I open the door, my mother and Noah are standing side by side, and my mother looks furious. What are you guys doing here? I ask them as my mom pushes by me, and goes straight for Hardin. This is why you haven't been answering your phone, because you have this tattooed troublemaker in your room at 6 a.m., she shouts. My blood boils. I am usually timid and sort of afraid when it comes to her. She has never hit me or anything, but she isn't shy when it comes to pointing out my mistakes. You weren't wearing that, Tessa. You should have brushed your hair again, Tessa. I think you could have done better than that, Tessa. She always puts so much pressure on me to be perfect all the time. It's exhausting. Noah just stands there glaring at Hardin, and I want to scream at both of them. Actually, all three of them. My mother for treating me like a child, Noah for telling on me, and Hardin for just being Hardin. Is this what you do in college, young lady? You stay up all night and have boys in your room. Poor Noah was worried sick about you, and we drive all this way to find you being, dare I say, slutty, she says, and Noah and I both gasp. I just got here. She wasn't doing anything wrong, Hardin says, and I am shocked. He has no idea what he's up against. Maybe this will be a good fight. My subconscious grabs a bag of popcorn and sits down in the front row to watch. I was not speaking to you. I don't know what someone like you is doing hanging around my daughter anyway. Mother, I say through my teeth. I am not sure why I'm defending Hardin, but I am. Noah looks at me, then at Hardin, and back to me again. Does he know that I just kissed Hardin? The memory is fresh in my mind. It makes my skin tingle, just thinking about it. Tessa, you are out of control. I can smell the liquor on you from here. I can only assume that this is the influence of your lovely roommate. And him, she says, looking towards Hardin. I am 18, Mother. I've never drank before, and I didn't do anything wrong. I am just doing what every other college student is doing. I am sorry that you drove all this way here, but I am fine. I sit down after my speech, and she sighs. Could you leave us for a minute? She asks Hardin, her voice calmer than it was moments ago. He looks at me as if asking if I will be okay. I nod, and he walks out of the room. It's a strange revelation. Me and Hardin against my mother and my boyfriend. Somehow, I know he will be waiting by the door until they leave. My mother explains that she is just worried about me ruining my chance at an amazing education, and she doesn't want me to drink again. She also tells me that she doesn't approve of my friendship with Steph, Hardin, or anyone else associated with them. She makes me promise that I will stop being friends with him, and I agree. I don't want to be around Arden after tonight anyway, and I won't be going to any more parties with Steph, so there is no way my mother will know if I am friends with her or not. Since we are already here, let's go and get some breakfast and maybe do some shopping, my mother suggests, and Noah smiles. I nod in agreement. It does sound like a good idea, and I am starving. My thoughts are still a little affected by the amount of alcohol I consumed, but my walk home and my mother's lecture have sobered me. You need to clean up a little and change, of course. She smiles, a condescending smile, and I stand up to get some clean clothes out of the dresser. After I change in the closet, I touch up last night's makeup, and I am ready to go. When we open the door, Hardin is sitting on the ground, leaning against the door across the hall. He looks up, and Noah grasps my hand. We are going into town. I tell Hardin. I find myself wanting to pull my hand out of Noah's. What is wrong with me? Oh, okay, Hardin says, and for the first time, he looks vulnerable. Maybe a little hurt. He humiliated you, my subconscious reminds me. I know she is right, but I can't help but feel guilty as Noah pulls me along past Hardin. My mom gives Hardin a fake smile, and he looks away. I really don't like that guy, Noah says, and I nod. Me either, I whisper, knowing I am lying. Okay, guys, that's the end of this chapter, so that is the end of this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.